Hello and welcome back, everybody. Oh boy, it's been a minute. For those that are new to the channel, we record our episodes live on YouTube while multi-streaming to Twitch. YouTube's 4K, Twitch is 1080. Guys, welcome back. It's been a minute. It's been months. And we have an exciting thing we are doing today. And that is going to be the launch of the Season 2 server of All the Mods 10. We've already got some people coming in chat. We got VeryDB, Jinglestown, Minerman on Twitch. We got Timely Miner on YouTube. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Oh boy. It's taken a minute to get here. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to get in the server, open it up for everybody, and once that's done, as people are starting to join the server, as we're trying to make sure that like things are working properly, I'm going to use that time to give a little update as to where I've been, what the plans are. So give me just a minute. We're just waiting for the All the Mods 10 client to launch. It actually crashed as soon as I went live because that's how it goes, right? But I do think I have everything set up. Let's see if this all works out. We got a bunch of questions coming in. One Motto says, I submitted my whitelist application last night. Yeah, so those are package handled on Sundays, but for the launch of the server, I will probably do some preemptive early whitelist application processing. I can't really do it while I'm live, but maybe if a moderator wants to, they can, but otherwise those happen on Sunday. Nudes coming in on Twitch. Hello, how you doing? Polar Bear says, I can't find the server up info. It is in the All the Mods 10 server announcement channel. VeryBD says, it's been some time. How are you? Oh, I'm getting by, but there we go. Okay. Let's get started. Guys, it's finally time. So here we are. All the Mods 10. Let's go ahead and I'm going to hop on the Season 2 server, and I need to do something so that my supporters and whitelisted players will be able to join. Let's give this just a minute. Sorry, I had this, you guys have no idea. I had this all prepared. I was so ready. And the moment I tried to go live, the multi-stream to Twitch broke. And when I fixed it, it crashed All the Mods 10. But that's how it goes with doing things live. Nothing we can do. Except use the hand we've been dealt. So tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and fly up in spectator mode. And I've turned the whitelist off. And thanks so much for following the channel, Neo. So I'm gonna go about calling you. Guys, here we are. So for those that are unfamiliar of the trusted player system that we utilize on all of my servers. Holy cow. Hey, thank you so much, Possum Lasagna, for the 7 months of sub. I greatly appreciate it. Can't join till you're off tomorrow? No worries. I can't wait to have you here. Guys, so here's how it works. We have a quote-unquote, I guess we'll use the term free-to-play method of getting on the server. And the way that works is if you join my Discord, there is a whitelist FAQ page that will give you a link to the whitelist application. Whitelist applications are bulk processed on Sundays. That's when you could be added as a whitelisted player. However, if you don't want to wait for the whitelist, you can automatically, excuse me, you can automatically become whitelisted in a sense by being a Twitch sub or a YouTube member. And the way that works is once you have subscribed on Twitch or became a member on YouTube, you unlock the ability in my Discord if you have linked your Discord to your Twitch or YouTube. That's important. You got to do that in your integrations page, your connections. If you've done that, you'll be able to follow, once again, the whitelist FAQ to be able to whitelist yourself on the server. If anyone wants a little bit of a guide on how to do that, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and turn on the display capture here. Give me just a moment, folks. Let's actually go like this. All right, so if we take a look here, you joined my Discord. This is the main announcements channel. If you ever happened to join. Oh, that sounds good, lasagna. So Neo, it is just the All the Mods 10 mod pack for CurseForge. When you're in my Discord, and let's say you have done your connections of Twitch or YouTube to your main Discord, when you join, you'll see I have some members here. They got like Twitch subscriber. You'll have access to a supporter chat. But that's not the important part. The important part is if you've done the link and you have the role following the whitelist FAQ, you'll be able to follow these directions to whitelist yourself. All you do is attempt to join the server. It'll kick you and you'll get a verify code. You then, in this case, go to All the Mods 10. Let me make sure I'm not covering that. Yep. Season 2 server chat. And when you're here at the Season 2 server chat, let's move this up over here. You would come to type your message. Now you have to press / and type verify. Because I'm an admin, I see all these commands. You guys just want to go for the verify Season 2 All the Mods 10, and you type your code. And that's it. That's how you whitelist. Simple as that. Yep, Polar Bear, that you'll notice so here in the server chat, the supporter lives, they all work the same as well. If anyone curious, I've had some very generous people who have asked, you know what, I want to support you, but I don't like monthly subscriptions. Is there any form of a supporter for life package? And if that interests you, I'm telling you, it's not cheap, but people asked for it. Up at the top, there is a server shop with a one-time purchase supporter for life. So that's how you can whitelist, guys. That's how you can do that. Hey, we got some more people here hanging out with us. So guys, let's go ahead and go over a little bit of some things that have happened to me since we last played, and then we'll get going here. But before we do, why don't we make it so that the people playing on the server can get going here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn on Daylight Cycle. There we go. A server is officially started for those that are wondering. Neo, thank you so much for the sub. I greatly appreciate it. Hajikanis coming in on Twitch. How you doing? It's good to see you. Neo, so this is currently on the latest version, which is, I believe, 2.30. And we always post, whenever we update the server, we'll post in the server announcement channel with the version, as well as when you come to connect to the server, you'll see that it says Season 10 or ATM 10 Season 2 2.30. That's your version. That's your version of the mod pack. Sorry, I'm just gonna wait for this to load. My encoder has a hard time while this is loading. There we go. Okay, so something I totally forgot to do was op my moderators. I'll have to figure that out in a little bit. But let's get going here. So it has been since almost before November since we've really played modded Minecraft. I put out a video on my channel, and tell you what, as we talk, I'll start playing some survival here. Let me make sure our audio's gonna work, because I totally forgot this crashed again. So let me think. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna put this over on my aux input. You guys should be able to hear the game now. Perfect. And I'll start playing as we talk about everything that happened and what the goal is for Season 2 here on the server. Yep, same as always, Sweet Bounce. It's all in the lag FAQ. The lag FAQ. Everything you need to understand is all there for you to follow. Other than that, I don't understand your question. I'm sorry. Hey, one motto. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Becoming a YouTube member. I thought we had the YouTube overlay set up, but apparently we didn't. Personally, Sweet Bounce, granted, I'll leave this up to the moderation team in the future. I personally don't have any problems with that as long as it's just a replication of a structure and you're not trying to imply a message by modifying that structure in a harmful or derogatory way, is how I would put that. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, Lasagna, playing with everybody starting. That's going to be great. But before we, sorry guys, everything kind of got flustered here. Before we dive immediately into where I've been, a couple things about the server. Currently, there is a world border. The world border goes to positive 5K, negative 5K. So we've got a 10K by 10K world border. I've done a bunch of pre-generation of chunks, hopefully enough to satisfy most exploration requirements for now. Should they introduce some major things that require more world space, we'll expand the world border. There is a rank system on the server that has to do with all of the server settings. So I wanted to set these on stream so that you could all understand exactly how we're going to do it. Yeah, Niu, it is in the server announcement channel. So if you're a Twitch sub and you've linked your Discord and Twitch, so you get the role on Discord, you should see the All the Mods 10 channel category that will give you the channels, and there's announcement, IPs, and announcement. That's all you need. So for FTP chunks, for those that are kind of new here, guys, why people like to play on my servers, at least from my understanding, is that I do everything in my power to make them run as smooth as possible. The biggest reason for Season 2 starting is the Season 1 world has become unsupportable, is the best way I can put it. Simply because of it's been around since the alpha versions of the mod pack. So something we're going to do is we're going to come to the chunk claiming. And what I have as a default for everybody, you'll notice something here. I'm going to put this all the way down at 30, I believe. And the reason for that is this isn't going to actually control your chunk claims. It is controlled by your rank on the server. And the ranks are entirely free to play in the sense that each time you rank up and it's time based, you get more claim chunks and more force load chunks. If you're a supporter, and I'm going to have to make sure I implemented this right. I'm going to have to check some stuff after. It will probably be live later today because it looks like it's not working. If you're a supporter, you automatically get the same max claim chunks as the top rank, but you don't get more, if that makes sense, than the top obtainable rank. In terms of chunk claiming, we do use, rather than largest for party sum, I do like to go sum. And then I enforce a hard team limit, and we'll get to that setting here in a second. Let's keep going through here. If you, we don't do an unclaim at all, but we do say if no one on your team has been on for 3 IRL days, your force loads are turned off. Because here's the thing. Force loads, I want to make this clear with FTB chunks. The force loads are not always. That's the mode. It's called always. We don't use that. We use default. Your force loads for your team are only active if someone on your team is online. And the reason for that is my servers tend to get a lot of players. At one point in AldMods 9, we had over 30. And if everybody is like 30 at a time, if you combine that with everybody who's playing on the server total, trying to load their chunks, even when they're not online, it's too much to handle. So this is what we use. There is a 60-minute grace period for AFK. If you're AFK more than 60 minutes, the server kicks you AFK kick. Do note that when you're like accepting the whitelist terms and the lag fac, it is stated that if you're caught circumventing the AFK kick, you will receive a warning, and we have a 3-strike system. But continuing on, so hard max team force load, no matter what, it's going to be 50. And I want to see max team hard claim limit. It's going to be at 100. Or wait, is that... I'm going to have to check the settings after this. I want to do this on stream so that there wouldn't be questions about it, but I might have to fix some things later. We'll see. Tune on down. I think that's the only settings we mainly change. Other than by default, PvP will be off in your claims. That's the biggest thing. So a huge, huge recommendation when you come to play on the server is that you open your inventory, you come over to my team, and if you're not playing with other players or don't have a team to join yet, don't claim chunks as yourself. Always create a party. So I'm going to make the Pump Kingdom, and I'm going to create a party. That is going to be me, and a couple of my moderators wanted to join me on the challenge we're doing on this server, which we'll get into here in a moment. First and foremost, let's give everybody a fresh morning here as people are trying to get on the server. And I think that's everything we need to set up. The only other thing is that I need to op my moderators, but I'll have to do that as they log in because I can't modify the op file while the server's live, unfortunately. I could try... see if that works. Nope, doesn't work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for the moderators to get on, but we'll get that handled. All right, so we started in a Archwood forest. I'm gonna just head out in a direction here. And as I'm doing that, let's go over where I've been and what happened. So I posted a update video on YouTube titled Health Issues. If you didn't see it and you just kind of want a TLDR, I'm really sick. I'm having some pretty severe health issues. And for quite a while there, I couldn't even like get out of bed and sit at a desk. I couldn't play games, let alone manage servers or anything like that. It's been a mess. Whoa. Oh, all the initial quests I think are popping up. I think that's what those are. We got Brian Mortensen coming in on Twitch. Hi, Fallen. Hi, Brian. How you doing? Brian, just so you know, we do need to op the moderators. You can op yourself through the console if you need, but we'll have to do that, Brian. So basically, I've been gone. The best way I've described it is I've been dead. I've hardly been able to do anything. And luckily, cross my fingers, knock on wood, I've kind of been on the mend. I can actually sit down and play games, finally. And part of that, let me show this. Polar Bear, are you still... I'm going to ask Polar Bear if he's watching the stream. Polar, are you watching stream? We're gonna help out one of my players here. But I finally got to start on one of my projects, and that project was server hosting. I wanted to start a project of, I want to be a bare metal server host for small content creators. And so far, it's been really rough getting it up and going because I'm super behind because of my health, but it's up. I can now host servers through a panel for small content creators and friends and family. So I'm glad that worked out. So that's what I've been working on for like the past month as I've been getting better. But really quick for Polar Bear, something important, Polar, is to make sure when you're looking at my Discord, so we're on my Discord, you want to, up at the top, click on your channels and roles, come over to browse channels, and I'm going to see more than you can see, but you want to make sure that, see this follow category button? You want to go to all the mods 10, and make sure you're following the category and following server announcements. The IPs get posted under the category, all the mods 10, channel server announcements. And that should, the IP's pinned in there. It's like the first message. It's not a problem if I show it on stream just because of the whitelist system. I just don't want to get the server spammed with people trying to join without joining Discord first. That's all you got to do. All the mods 10, server announcements, and it's like the most recent message and it's pinned. But yeah, so as my health has begun to improve, I've been going through a lot of changes in terms of medicinal changes and lifestyle changes. For those that don't know, I am medically disabled. I have been for a few years now. I'm unfit for work and a bunch of unfortunate stuff. We won't get too much into it, but the biggest thing is that because of my issues, I have to take a lot of medications. And it was found that these medications were causing even more health issues, and I had to go off of them. But going off of them gave withdrawal problems and dealing with, because like the meds, I was taking them because they worked, you know. I was taking the meds because they did their job. And now I don't have that medicine doing its job. So that's rough. And then on top of it all, for those that have been following my kind of health updates, I've been trying I'd say about half a year, maybe a year ago, I decided I wanted to quit vaping. And I've been trying to slowly quit throughout the year. And I can very proudly say I am now I kept lowering nicotine values, lowering how much I vaped, but I was still vaping. And as of about 2.5 weeks now, I am not vaping at all. And oh boy, that it's been rough. But I mean, I feel like I can't complain. You know, you reap what you sow. But I won't deny that it has been rough. But I have not vaped in over 2 weeks. And I'm really proud of that. Really proud of that. Zay coming in on Twitch says, what mods do you use? This is all the mods 10. It is a mod pack for Neoforge 121.1. I think it's 121.1. It is. The only things I add to the mod pack is I add Distant Horizons. That's what gives me the longer view distance. I highly recommend Distant Horizons or a similar mod for people who want to play on the server, because for performance reasons, we have a rather low view distance and simulation distance, and Distant Horizons helps mitigate that effect. Yeah, thanks everybody. But yeah, so I really wanted to kick back off streaming with the new year, but with nicotine withdrawals, medicine withdrawals, health issues, and trying to get my server panel online, didn't happen. Didn't happen whatsoever. But we're good now, guys. We are online. We are live. Things are working. Ugh. I do want to see. Okay, so I don't think the supporter rank is working properly yet. I might have to go fix that later. But I got the panel done. I'm starting to feel well. We're back, boys. Oh, for real, Jinglestown. So Jinglestown brought up the hard to kick vaping. It's almost like a tick, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But we do have a question from Rogue here. I do have a general question for you. And again, while the server's starting and people are joining, I'm going to keep putting it back to daytime. General questions for you. If I sub or get gifted a sub after the month, do I lose access and or all my work on the server? So there's two parts to that, Rogue. If you only had access from your sub and your sub runs out, it's a whole automated system. You will lose access to the server, but none of your work, none of your player data, nothing like that will be deleted. You'll be good there. I highly recommend. Waxy, thanks for following on Twitch. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Guys, if you sub to get access to the server and you know you're going to want to continue playing and money's tight, or you don't feel like supporting, we have the free-to-play whitelist application. I recommend even to supporters, put in your whitelist application so that even if you become unsubbed, you don't lose access to the server. Because again, we are no longer supporter only, because we were full public, and then I couldn't manage all that work as I was getting more and more sick. So we went supporter only, and now we are trusted player system. Trusted player system. So there is the free whitelist application. Yeah, in terms of, to answer Jinglestown, in terms of the tick, because I was a chain vapor. I'm talking, I was a heavy vapor ever since my time in the army. Because I joined the army right out of high school, And I was in for right about 5 years before I was medically discharged at the same time and the same reason I became disabled. And I was a heavy vapor, and quitting has been rough because it's amazing how much the body tends to learn of it as like a tick, as he put it, of any time I have downtime. By downtime, I mean that my hands aren't doing anything or my mouth's not doing anything. I instinctively now reach for my vape. I feel it in my lungs. Like, it's crazy. Wax coming in with the sub on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the support. But I don't want to talk too much on the subject, so I'll just end it with I finally have an analogy that I think even people who have never vaped before can understand. And that is, think back to the last time you did a breath holding competition, whether you were a kid or whatnot, but you're in the pool and everyone goes underwater and you're holding your breath. And this is at least the case for me. Do you know that feeling as you're doing the competition and you start to feel it in your body of, I need to breathe. I need to get out of the water. And it becomes harder and harder to resist that urge till obviously eventually you have to breathe. But for me, that is the best way I can describe the feeling of quitting nicotine. It's that feeling of the body wanting to do something. But anyway, we're going through some starter quests here. You guys have seen it a million times. I'm going to add one of my mods joined. Let's add him to that. That's a good analogy. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. Of just, it's carnal. It's not, the mental side of it is you ignoring the craving. You can't not have the craving, at least for me so far, but it's getting easier and easier to manage. So we're going to do some exploring. If everything's set up right, the RTP should be within the world border. If people RTP and start dying, I may have to disable the command and fix that later. Because it was kind of sad. I'll admit, guys, I had a bit of bigger plans for Season 2. I really did. And unfortunately, because of the health issues and everything that happened, I didn't have the time. So we were going to try to do a hub and multiple servers launched at once, but that might have to wait for another season. I do think it'll be fun, though. For those that haven't followed the test streams as we were getting ready to stream again, I announced that we're not going to only host All the Mods 10. We are going to get back into hosting multiple modded Minecraft servers at a time. And we're going to be doing some voting. Something's wrong with my GUI. Do you guys see that? Isn't the hotkey for that trash can T? Oh, it's only in the chest. I can still hide it with T though, can't I? Yeah, there we go. Oh, but it still shows here. Interesting. We'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, so we're going to be hosting more than just All the Mods 10. And I do hope you'll pardon me. Anybody that's tuning into this later on YouTube, and you're like, what the heck is this YouTube episode? Being that I live stream, and being that I haven't made a video or done a live stream in months, we're doing the general updates to the channel really quick. Future episodes, we won't be so broad. We'll fully focus on All the Mods 10. I promise. It's just for today. Just for today. One motto says Sky Factory 5. Yep, that's on the list. One motto. We have to do some testing of how Sky Factory 5 will perform multiplayer wise just because of its unique functions and the fact that I am now a server host. I have a panel that people can get servers from me and run them from the panel. And part of that was fully converting all my server hosting so they're all running on Linux. They're containerized in Docker. In this case, we're using the pterodactyl panel. I call it Taro. And so all the servers are using eggs, and it's not as simple as just when people go to start a server on, like, you download the server files and run them on your desktop. It's not that simple. We're going to have to do some testing to see if we can get Sky Factory 5 working with my system. And if we can, there will be a Sky Factory 5 server. Yes. Ooh, Miterman coming in with a clutch tip says you can move the trash can icon by dragging on the border of it. I didn't think about doing that inside of a container. I didn't know you could do that. So let's quickly just put down a container. Ah, perfect. One little click and it's permanently fixed. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, I'm going to give us one more daytime. And that's it. That's it. If you guys don't mind doing me a favor, Niu, if you're still here, since I know you joined via the supporter method, do you mind disconnecting and reconnecting real quick? It will just let me see if my automatic supporter system is in fact broken or not. If it is, I'm going to have to check it after game. Yeah, looks like it's broken. I probably put in the wrong rank ID. Because it's not giving anybody supporter. I'll have to fix that later. But that's fine. Okay. So guys, we're going to do something special this season of All the Mods 10. Some of you are already familiar with it because we were discussing it at the end of season 1. But for the newcomers, I'm doing a challenge with some of my moderators. And that is the no mystical agriculture and no bees. What that means is I cannot use those infinite resource production methods. Now, granted, I know there is other infinite resource methods. We're just not going to be using the two overpowered ones. So MA seeds and productive bees. We have to utilize other methods to gather and produce resources. And now that the pack has received so many updates since we last played, especially now that the builder is in play, the RF Tools builder, once you have all the modium, it's going to be even easier. But for those that don't know, like, modern industrialization has the drills. If you weren't familiar with them, it's like if you look at these modern industrialization drills and you look at like quarries based on the drill type, you'll see like that one does blocks. But if we just go to, what's one of the first versions? Is it a steel? Yeah, you can get ores and such. I think bronze is first. Yeah, there we go. So you got modern industrialization quarries. If you go occultism, you've got the genie miners. There's tons of methods. Tons of methods. So I think that's going to work just fine. I think it's going to be fun. I am really sad that the supporter system didn't work. I really wanted that working. I didn't want to have to manually manage the supporter rank on the server. Capital S supporter, capital S supporter. It's all there. I wonder what didn't work. Yeah, we'll look at it later. We'll look at it later then. Let's just, let's get playing, guys. Now, I don't want to get too far because one of my moderators, Seer, said that he would want to join up, base up at the start with me. And I would like to do that. So I don't want to get too far, but... Oh gosh, there is... tons of options here. So yeah, I don't want to get too far without him, but we'll see how we do. So all that's working. I think server's going good so far. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So far so good with people joining. I think we're safe to just really get going on our playthrough. So my biggest thing is I like to go for sophisticated backpacks as fast as I can. But we've come to discover, upon researching speedrun strats, it's really important and really effective to claim your quest rewards ASAP. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is give a good old RTP test. Hopefully, it won't go outside the world border. Perfect. We didn't leave the world border. I'm a little worried because Timely Miner DC'd right then. I hope I didn't cause that. But it looks good. Let's check out the area. Maybe find a little place. But what I like to do is throw down my chests, put all my loot in them, and then just start claiming all the starter quest rewards. Because I'm telling you, it's powerful. Like the quest rewards in all the mods 10 are nearly broken, if you ask me. So we're going to look at our environment here. It does look like we are by a desert, possibly. So yeah, we do have sand. Looks like we're by some sort of copper pillar. I'm unfamiliar with this structure. Hopefully it is not a spawner of any sort. I'm going to wait a minute in case it is. Oh, you just logged out? Okay, perfect. No worries then. No worries. Oh, fun fact, everybody. Another big thing to be aware of is that the server is on hard. So keep that in mind. And if you're just immediately joining by going the sub, like Twitch sub YouTube member route, please keep in mind in the Discord the lag FAQ. Even if you're a sub, you are... you have to follow those rules. And we run a system. Every time you break those rules and basically cause the server lag, you receive a warning. If it was intentional, it's a ban. But if it wasn't intentional, you receive a warning. And at 3 warnings, you will be banned from the server. That even goes for supporters. Because with the EULA and stuff, it's got to be fair across the board. So even if you're a supporter, if you continuously break the lag rules of the server, you do risk being banned. So do make sure you read up on those. Okay, I kind of like this area. So let's find a spot, throw down our chests, and claim our quests. Maybe right up here. I think this is looking pretty good. But guys, I have a question for you. Anybody tuning in? This is the first time we have simulcast in a while. And I'm just wondering how the qualities are on YouTube and Twitch. Obviously, I can look at them after stream. I just like to hear and see what people are getting. Minerman says, is JDT machine still a no-go? So it's not as simple as that, Minerman. There are specific things, specific machines that you can't use and such, or need to avoid. Granted, testing still needs to be done on certain I can't speak, certain configurations. But the biggest thing to avoid on the server is using the JDT clicker. We type just and click is to avoid the clickers. Just use modular routers, please. It's not an outright ban on them as of yet, because it seems to mainly be specific combinations, like the soul extractor. Using the soul extractor inside of a JDT clicker will eventually crash the server. It is guaranteed. It happens. So follow what's in the lag fac. If it's not necessarily there, use your best judgment. In this case, Miner, like just go by like think about it from a server perspective of, if I do this, is there a question of whether or not I should be doing it? Could this possibly be causing a problem? And go from there. Like use best judgment is how I would do it. If outright bans on certain items happen, two things will happen. We'll update we're going to be adding an information channel for the server with any pertinent information. On top of that, I have to talk to my moderation team. We're going to be re-adding a mod we use that disables items in the game. And in the case of a banned item, that's how we will handle it. But as of right now, to get the server going, I had to skip a little bit of configurations. I've got most of the bare bone configurations done. But as we add anything, remove anything, change configurations, it'll all be posted in the server announcements when things happen. So you'll always be aware. Oops, you'll always be aware if there's changes. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. Oh my lord. There we go. Let's go ahead and throw all that in there and let's start claiming quests. So we always go through the start. We did the set home. It's in the useful commands. I did modify some of the commands. Let me know, players that have been here a while, if something's different than it was on the Season 1 server. Let me know and we'll see if it's something we decide to change. But we will go through all this. And we do want to make sure we protect our stuff. There we go. Main chapter is done. So now there is tons of intro quests. And the first thing I'm going to do is save myself time, collect all the rewards that I can that we've unlocked. This is why we needed the chests. So let's throw in everything we got. I'm going to immediately go up here for books and stuff. Ooh, we got the pollen sieve. Let's go ahead and we'll put like chip stuff, nature's compass. We'll place the drawers. Unbreaking 3 book, packing tape, another chisel. All most of this can go down here. We did get a map Hey, Patty, coming in with the follow on Twitch. Thank you so much, and welcome to the channel. Good to have you. It's doing the thing. Vamkeen does something that makes it impossible to read on OBS. Oh, it's his Vamkeen Hey emote. How you doing, Vamkeen? Good to see you. We also got future. I can't read that. Future Mama, there we go. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you. I'm just going to take a quick moment to make sure so the Twitch stream is in fact live and working. And the YouTube stream is in fact live and working. Awesome. That's what we like to see. Yeah, Future Mama, hi. How you doing? How you doing? And no worries, Vamkeen. No worries at all. All right, so here we are. We claimed all those quests. Now, there is also going to be quests it can't claim because there is random rewards or such. But by claiming quests, we unlocked more. So let's get all those rewards. And I'm telling you, always do this right at the start. At least in my opinion, you should always do this right at the start of just claiming all the quests. Let's now do another bulk. So you never know if one random reward will unlock another random reward for you. A little bit of food cooking as we're going through here. Okay, now we'll do another claim all. And there we go. So now it should just be random reward quests. Ooh, a free iron ore hammer. Right off the bat. That's really good. I like that. What else we got? We got a railcraft. Ooh, we get to choose. In this case, I'm always going to take steel to jumpstart steel. And if we come here, that was probably, yeah, mechanism. Another free steel block, which brings us back up here, which is all the ores, and boom, fortune. So you can start with a fortune 2, just like that. Perfect. I think that is everything there. So now we can just follow the chapter 1 quests. I should have checked which quest gave the map. It gave it to us for a reason. And there is a lot of these quests that we have to start by like just clicking a check mark. We'll worry about those later. I just want to get some main progress going. So quest wise, we do need to get copper ingots. We'll get a random reward. We also have the ore hammer from a quest. This is all going to basically unlock itself. So why don't we grab those copper blocks and turn some of them to ingots. Gives us dusts. Let's do the random reward. Melon seeds, not the best. I need the quest toasts to go away. There we go. Let's claim all. Throw our resources. Looking good so far. Next up is Iron Pick, which unlocks those quests. First power systems. Also over here, it wants you to make a copper generator. That does require redstone. And this update can be a copper or iron furnace. I think we're going to make a copper really quick. For anyone wondering how I'm pulling up the crafting table, when you put a crafting on a stick in your inventory and you set a keybind for it under name crafting on a stick. See right here, open crafting on a stick. I can just hit that keybind and it pulls it up. That's what I like to use early game. It's pretty nice. I don't think I held that long enough. We didn't get the quest. There we go. And then all we have to do is make one of these, and I usually go for the fuel efficiency, because then, yeah, it's just stone, paper, redstone, coal. We haven't gotten redstone yet, but we'll get that here in a minute. Let's go ahead and proceed to iron tools. Well, that's nice. Before you had to do it, if you typed it before, it wouldn't pull up. But if they've optimized that finally, that'd be great. Yeah, there it is. Crafting on a stick. That's awesome. Before, it was like if you typed craft up here, nothing would pull up, or everything would pull up, because it would use the tag of the where it's like Minecraft.keybind.something. So if you type craft, it was a mess, but glad to see that works now. We got the iron pick. That's good. I think these are all XP. Yeah, those are all XP. Silent gear, we do need to continue on. We need to just make any of the armors. And I think I will just quickly make a iron chest piece to progress silent gear. My favorite template board and pickaxe template. I'm not going to make them just yet, but I am going to convert some of these into silent gear, because I don't plan on like using them long term. I just want the traits and effects. Perfect. So we have the option of going mining for some resources, or trying to get the backpack up and running like we have in the past. That would need string and such, and for that it's really good to just explore structures and loot chests at the start. So that might also be our path here. Let's go ahead and get our free, yep, stone to copper. And go like that, go like that. I'm going to turn our block of coal to tiny. And before we head off on an adventure, let's just throw some raw beef and carry with us our leather, some chests, and some wood. Perfect. All right, let's do a little bit of adventuring. Now for adventuring, what I'm going to actually do is, so we've already done our /set home. We're going to head back to spawn. But it is turning night. It might be best to sleep first. Why don't I head over here to this raft, because we could steal the wool, make a bed. Get our bed and set our spawn, go from there. Beautiful. And then just for speed's sake, there we go. And let's quickly make a bed. And should be golden. Uh-oh. I wasn't fast enough. No way. I knew I had insomnia, but I didn't think it would spawn before I slept. Okay, we got the sleep off. We did hit that guy. We'll let him slowly burn here. Just watching for if he drops membrane. Nope. Ooh, yeah, a big suggestion for anybody is to make sure in whatever client you're using to play All the Mods 10, be sure that you set your JVM ARGs, additional ARGs, to greatly improve the performance of the game. The official All the Mods Discord has those arguments posted. You can just search ARGS in their Discord to find them. There's two different sets. One if you're using low allocated memory, one if you're using high. I don't have them off the top of my head, but when we make the server information page, we'll add those arguments for you guys. But they greatly improves the performance of the game as a whole. All right, let's go to spawn and let's do some server looting. I think is what we're gonna do here. Our server, structure looting, because there was a bunch of structures here at spawn. Could be kind of fun to take a look at them. I might actually, I don't know if I like. I kind of like that it spawns people up on the leaves, because then they won't like immediately get attacked if it's night. So that can't be too bad, right? Not nourishing enough. Might grab a little bit of source berries here to bring back to the base. And we're going to head over to this village and maybe stop at some of the towers too. Try to get some loot chests. I'm going to steal a cauldron. I might be... This might be... If you guys join the server and can't loot this area, some of these might be a little too close to spawn. There still might be spawn protection. In which case, just go a little further out. You'll be fine. I'm going to try not to loot everything because it's right by spawn. I'm going to take sparingly, mainly just loot chests. I'm going to leave the bookshelves. So I'm certain there is a... oh, we got a cowboy hat. I'm sure there is a village out by my base. So there's no need for me to steal villagers from here. So we go enhance the abilities of the Relics Bearer's mounts. So I don't really care too much about using this. So I'm not even going to try to explore it just yet. We're just going to hold on to it since we don't really have a mount set up. Yeah, I'll leave this stuff. I'm sure a lot of it's going to get torn up, but again, remember when you signed up for the server, you're following the lag fac and such and the server rules, and part of that is playing nice, you know? Don't tear up the world. Leave things nice. So just keep that in mind. If you're ever oh, that didn't work, right? Oh, it's because it's dark. So why don't we actually add some torches and replant these? But basically, the way we run our servers is to keep in mind that you're playing with other people, you know? Try to play in such a way that you would want someone to play on your own servers, if that makes sense. Those are kind of the rules we go by here. You have to have a knife for rice crops, I believe. Just going to plant a few more of the crops we picked up. I think cabbage is... yeah, that's not a direct plant. Why don't we plant some over here? And get back to it. I think I might leave the village portion and head more towards those towers, like the apotheosis towers. I think I'm not going to carry seeds on me or those flowers. Simply because we don't have the backpack yet. Like someone took all the gems here. Oh, and they activated the trap. It's always somebody. It was Neo. It's always somebody that doesn't check for the trap. Aw, man, the spawn tower got blown up. Sad day. Let's keep going here. For those that don't know, when you go up an Apotheosis Tower, you want to make Neo, if you're still on the server, how come you why didn't you come get your grave? Your grave should have all your items. Oh yeah, so Neo, if you're new to modded, All the Mods 10 is probably not the best pack to start with, but by all means, try your best. When you die in All the Mods 10, you leave a grave. Simple grave. And you can come back to it, right click it, and get your items back. On top of that, I believe /back is enabled for use after you die. I might have to check to make sure that that is just not only ops. We do want that available for players. Yeah, you can still get your loot back. All right, so this is a pyromancer's tower. Is it Cataclysm? Is that right? No, this is Iron Spells and Spellbound. This is Iron Spells, isn't it? Oh yeah, Mineman says Iron Spells. Oh, and Rogue is saying some of those towers you have to duck under the tripwire for the trap. Ooh. Yeah, so this is a Pyromancer's tower. We are not strong enough to fight the Pyromancer up top, but we can probably get a little bit of loot before the Vexes overwhelm us. If this is one of the ones that spawns Vexes, usually down in the basement. Why is the Pyromancer down here? I don't have building blocks on me. It's a rookie mistake. Is he friendly though? It didn't look like he immediately went to attack us. Let's give it a quick look. He is friendly. He trades. We're good. He's friendly, guys. Sick. Let's take a look here. Ooh, perfect. We got a helmet. I was hoping for string, but we did get a... Oh, if you loot, he gets mad. Oh. I'm learning, guys. Or is it because of the blaze rod? It's got to just be because I looted, right? Archmage is the one that spawns Vexes at the top. Okay. I really don't want to take any of this spawn stuff. I think we're gonna head. I think we're gonna explore at home. Is he still mad? He's not mad. Yeah, we're gonna explore from our base, just so that I don't feel as bad taking materials. Add another double chest over here of just miscellaneous things. Got a bunch out here. Yeah, I looted his stash and he went after me. That was rough. All right, as soon as the sun is low enough, we'll sleep and then we'll explore the area, see what we got around us. I'm noticing some sort of structure over there. For people who have played on my servers previously, we will have blue map. I had a issue trying to get it started right before I went live. So blue map will be up and running later. For those that don't know, it's just like din map. It gives you a web browser based 3D view of the server. Jinglestown coming in with the sub of 4 months in a row. Thank you so much, Jinglestown. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the support. There will be a actual video coming to my YouTube channel within the week, most likely, announcing my server hosting system for small content creators to host servers cheaper than normal server hosts. I know there's loot in this. I just can't remember where. Is it in the tail? Or is it in the head? Yeah, we'll figure that out later. And then it's also going to come down to, it's not just small content creators. It's also like people I've come to know and then friends and family. It's like if you're someone that's been hanging out a long time and want to purchase a small server hosting system for cheap, I'd probably be okay with it. There's some creepy noises. All right, so I'm just going to keep heading in a direction here. Looking for structures to loot, similar to what was back at spawn. Ooh, there we go. So this is definitely a R's chest. Oh, uh-oh. I think the server crashed, guys. Let me pull this up really quick. Oh, that's right. The Miner Man redeemed Hydrate 3 minutes ago. So it's really stupid. The Twitch activity feed in Stream Elements multi-chat doesn't show when people redeem things. So hydrate, everybody. I know this is a Popeyes cup, but it's filled with water. I promise. Cryptocobra says that happened the minute you switched from Umbrella. Well, let's take a look. So I'm going to go to my server hosting panel. Give me just a second here. And if anyone's curious, I am paying a monthly fee to a panel hoster while I manually host the node at my house. Bare metal, Linux, 192 gigs of RAM, 7950X processor. But give me a second here. I'm going to go see what killed the server. Looks like the automatic restart worked, so it restarted itself. That's good. Oh, I really... What am I looking for? My brain is not working right now, guys. For some reason, so it didn't generate a crash report file, so I'm gonna have to look at the like actual latest log. Oh, give me a second here, folks. I just want to, I want to make sure it is not something that is going to happen again. Oh man, it's not even in like the log file. So I'm going to have to try to locate that crash report, where it's putting it, in the new system. But we'll have to save that for when I'm not live, unfortunately. Yeah, at this time, I can't even look at what the crash cause was without messing up the stream. So we'll look at that later. We'll look at that later. Uh-oh. Wait, 1 second. I just read chat. Is the server... Is the server crashing again as people are trying to join? I've got too many tabs open at this moment. Let me see if I can... It looks good. Yeah, hopefully it's not the bee helmet again. How did we make Ender Chest private? So Ender Chests, like the Minecraft Ender Chest, is already private. That's just how the Minecraft Ender Chest works. But if you're specifically meaning like the Ender Chest mod, which I don't even know if we have the Ender Chest mod. If we do, you right-click the lock with a diamond. It turns light blue instead of gold, and it means it's private. There we go. Yeah, so let's see. With Ender.io... I'm going to have to look up Ender Chest. Yep, okay, so we do have Ender Storage. So, with Ender Storage, when you're using the color combinations, I'm going to give you guys an example here. Really quick, and then we'll destroy the blocks. For those that don't know, I like to take a teaching role and perspective when it comes to modded Minecraft. It's what I do on my channel. In my YouTube videos and everything. We're going to grab a diamond, some dye, and an ender chest. So, the Ender Storage mod, when you put down the chest, by default, this is what it looks like. These colors at the top are the channels. What that means is that any other ender chest from Ender Storage that is placed that matches this color coordination will share the inventory. If it's like this, even if you change it, let's say we go blue, white, blue. If anybody else on the server puts down an Ender Storage ender chest and puts blue, white, blue, they will see that inventory. To change it to private so that the color combination only applies to your privated chests, you just take a diamond and right-click the lock. And now that is player specific to you. Do note that if you had items in it before and then do that, you'll lose the items in before. They'll be on the public channel. And that's how that works. Hope that helps. All right, so it rolled back. That's how bad, whatever crash that was, guys, was horrible. That was a full rollback on the server. I am curious what people did that caused it. But alas, I will wait for after stream to look into that. Should we see if it was me, guys? Should we see if it was me? Thanks, Jax, but we've done that so many times since like all the mods 8. I think I'm gonna pass on that biome this time around. All right, so I opened this. Was it right when I opened this chest the server crashed? Oh, nope, we're good this time. Ooh, an Explorer's Warp Scroll. Love to see it. So we got a couple codexes. We're gonna learn them. We got redstone signal, filter item. They're showing up in chat where my camera is. Sorry, folks. And item pickup. Very nice. And the Explorer's Warp Scroll is set to... Oh, I guess I thought you could see what the random structure was, but I guess we'll have to put that in a ruined portal and see where it takes us. Continuing on, looks like we've got a some sort of structure here. I do see an apotheosis tower. Why don't we check underneath here? Yep, all good. And we're going to head over to these structures. I did want to do a bit of a long stream for the launch. It's unfortunate so many things kind of messed up. But I do want to make sure that I get all my moderators opt and fix the supporter rank system, because that is supposed to be automatic as well. It's supposed to be that the second someone joins the server that has the Discord rank of Twitch sub, YouTube member, lifetime supporter, they're supposed to get the supporter rank on the server. That appears to not be working. But I want to play for a little bit longer. And then we'll probably take a little bit of a break so that I can recover my health. I just have to lay down for a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And then we'll come back. But for now, let's keep going till we hit that point. So perfect. Here is our string. That's what we needed for the backpack. Also got a wooden gear. I'm going to leave the Ars Nouveau items here for now. Yeah, I'm going to leave those. I'm going to get the quest for this maybe. No quest. Darn. Quest for that? Ah. You know what? I'll just loot it all. Just for quests alone, I guess. So let's loot everything here. And why don't we head over to that tower. I think that's where we're going to go next. Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like for me, Rogue, I don't want to one-time use it. I always prefer to place it. But I mean, I have Source Stone. I could, because it's just Source Stone for the portal, right? It's been a minute. I don't remember fully. Oh, I really don't want Bad Omen here. So I am not going to kill that guy. And let's see what gems we get. Ship Tyrannical. Not bad. We could probably actually just quickly make our backpack. I think I remember the recipe off the top of my head. Yep, there we go. Load that up and keep going. So we got a Tyrannical. Combatant. Not bad, not bad. Oh, thank you so much, Pityoka. Sorry, I might be butchering people's names. I apologize. I forgot. We get the potions now that you can take to like the trial chambers. I forgot trial chambers even existed. Even though we did so much with them like months ago. We got a ballast combatant. That's fine. Ooh, warlord. Nice. I like the warlords because they have a percentage max health increase on chests. That's what I like. We like to do challenges of like most health, most attack damage in terms of the attributes. We've done that on previous servers. And something else I'm excited to announce we are bringing back, guys, is events. The first event on the server will probably be starting next week. And it'll follow the same general theme of previous events we've done. It was trapped. Previous events we've done, which is either like build a certain thing, collect a certain thing, get the best version of a thing you can get. And as always, there is rewards just for participating. And then we let the viewers vote on winners, stuff like that. It's going to be really fun. We haven't done that in like a year. We used to do them like every month. It's been a while. So I'm excited to start doing that again. So let's see, we got piercing, backstabbing, frostwalker, capturing, worker exploitation, blast protection, and ugh, I don't even want that in my inventory. I don't want to see rebounding. It's disgusting. I'm going to put on the fortunate leather cap over the chainmail purely to increase my luck stat, because for those that don't know, luck, and so in all the mods, luck from the gear will increase the amount and rolls of the loot inside of looter chests. So when you're looting, you want high luck. We had a lot of fun making luck sets on one of the All the Mods 9 servers, I believe. We were going pretty crazy with luck. Why don't we actually go get that omen potion? If he drops one, I guess. Darn. It doesn't appear that he did. I was going to say, we want to have the potions for when we try to go for like the mace and such. I don't think I picked it up. If I'm blind and I did, I apologize. I'm going to put those away. Let's put the books. Already kind of full on our inventory, but I do see some more structures on the horizon. I think we'll do one more structure. And then a little bit more at the base. And then I'll probably take a break to fix some of the issues we have discovered. Is that a paper? Paper bark's back? Oh, now it's part of Pam's Harvest Craft too. Oh my gosh. Can I get this as a sapling? Okay, so if you chop it, you get nothing. Darn. And then it's jungle. No. Maybe, hopefully the market sells it. But that's cool that paper bark's back. Anyway, what we'll do is I'm going to fix some of the things that are currently not working on the server. And then we will go live again a little bit later today. After I'm going to fix the server. I'm going to rest for a bit, get my wits back about me. But we'll do that after we have finished our tasks here. We did find our first spawner. That's nice. I'm going to make sure that nobody can yoink that from me, because I don't have silk touch yet. And let's see what we got here. So there is a steel sword, 6163, 65163. I think we're going to trade. I'm not too big on the seeds. Doesn't seem to be quests for them. So I'm going to leave the seeds. And I'm going to take source gem, redstone, pearl. Ooh, a samurai gem. Nice. Logic's core, the dust, and condensed blood. And that's all we're going to take from here. I don't think there was anything else we need just yet. Let's see what's in this side. Ooh, vampiric steel. We'll take that. Ooh, a fortunate turtle shell of deflection. So this one will have less armor, but the same luck. But this one gives an oxygen bonus and has a socket. So let's do that. Leave the vortex cannon. We will take, ooh, conjure an archwood forest. Nice. Iron gems and jewelry is new to me, so we'll just take the scroll. I'm still learning that. Sounds good to me, Rogue. It's been good to see you. Look forward to hopefully seeing you on the server. Oak grains. I kind of want to take that. I wish my backpack wasn't so full. Why don't we just leave off with taking. Now we'll get plenty of saddles. I think we're good there. I think we're good. Were those the only two chests? I think they were. So let's go ahead and exit here. We'll go ahead and head back home. And I think what we'll do is we'll sort our loot a little bit. And then we'll do our sign off here. Let's go ahead and come over here. Good, good. Gonna take everything out of the backpack. Put our gems, our books. You know what? I'll do sorting off stream. Let's just try and get this done. Okay, perfect. And we have the home. Let's make sure it's actually like a little wider for when others get on. And just like that, bit of a rough start, but guys, we're finally back. We're back. And I'm really looking forward to doing our Season 2 of All the Mods 10, where we are doing the No Mystical Agriculture, No Bees challenge, as well as still trying to make the museum to showcase every mod in the pack. We'll also be launching some other server types soon, and then I'll have some big announcements regarding a SMP. Someone crashed the server again. A SMP I'm going to be part of, but this is what I'm going to go look at. I'm going to go look at what's causing that crash. But guys, you know the deal. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be in the world, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.